Hi guys, dan selamat kembali ke Studio Sembang bersama saya Amy. In the studio this week we have another very renowned figure in the world of sports. Kita ada Dato Suraya Yaacob. Hi.
Hi Amy.
Welcome to the studio.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No, Dato', thank you so much meluangkan masa bersama kami. I think this has been one of the more exciting or the ones that we've really waited for. And and I'm super happy yang hari ni kita dapat juga masa, kita ada rezeki lah hari ni kiranya.
Sure.
Okay, Dato', kita akan mulakan dengan, we like to shock everybody yang masuk ke dalam the studio for the first time dengan soalan kita ni. How was your childhood, Dato'?
I have a very same childhood with any other girls. I was raised in Kedah, in 𝙁𝙊𝙇𝙇𝙊𝙀. I have two big brothers who always have friends over to our house and play all sorts of sports around.
Okay.
And the thing that I would always remember, that I was always just wearing a short pants and without any clothing, even t-shirts then.
Yeah.
And looking at my brothers playing the takraw or football or badminton around the house. And it was such a good boys childhood for me. I think that would be the thing that I would remember from my childhood.
Dia macam zaman yang berbeza dengan sekarang kan, childhood yang kita orang mungkin tak dapat rasa balik.
Ya, tak ada.
Ya, kan?
I can't even remember watching any TV at that moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's just about playing all the time outside.
That's
it's an
nice.
𝙁𝙊𝙀, possibly because it's 𝙁𝙁𝙀.
Yeah, which is a beautiful place to grow up sebenarnya.
Yes.
So the reason kita suka nak tanya soalan pasal childhood ni is kita selalu akan nak tahu macam mana orang boleh sampai kat mana dia berada sekarang. And I rasa for you, Dato', after dedicating so much of your life kepada dunia sukan, dia fitting lah untuk dapat tahu yang sebenarnya you besar with sukan in your family. So were you a very sporty kid?
No. The household was really girlish, yet I get the influence of my brothers in the sport.
Okay.
My mom would not allow me to play any sports because then nanti hitam.
Faham.
No sunlight, things like that.
Yeah.
Then we transferred to Sembang and then to KL, and the same thing. Even if I want to play any other sport, my mom would say no, not for girls, no, not for her daughters.
Faham.
It was just like looking over the girls playing. She doesn't allow it. She's very conservative mother at that point of time. Yeah.
Okay. And so kalau bukan sukan, apa aktiviti-aktiviti yang
I would support the sport team.
Wow.
I would definitely, from the beginning, I would be the one doing the cheering, picking up the equipment from sports. From the beginning of years, I would remember seeing, carrying the hockey sticks, carrying the balls for the girls. But then I was tall during when I was young. I was already tall. I was 1.5, 1.6 then. Always chosen to be in netball, but whenever I was chosen to be playing for the school, my mom would say no. She would never sign the forms to allow me to play. And it was quite disappointing. And I felt that the system was not allowing everyone to participate. You were not. You were raised in a very conventional surrounding, that you were not able to voice what you want, what should you be getting for a girl, rights to be playing or those kind of things. It's a bit frustrating. And from then on, I think I was started to think that I should be in boarding school. I should be allowed to be away from house so that I can make decisions on my own for whatever that I chose.
It's very interesting societally, I think, to be alive right now, because kita nampak betapa perbezaan ataupun definisi of what a girl is, right, and what a girl can do has changed quite a lot.
Yes, totally the change. The world has changed so much for Malaysia.
Yeah,
at least if you see sports, how the parents are going to the field to support their daughters.
Yeah,
their parents are fighting for daughters to be in the team.
Yeah,
it's totally different than 1970s, 1980s. And I love to see this. I'm beginning to see and have more hopes for women in sport.
Yeah,
with this different attitude by the parents.
Yeah, and Dato is such a key figure in making this happen juga sebenarnya.
Yeah. I hope what we are doing will change things for the girls.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Kalau kita flashback lah kepada masa yang Datuk muda lagi time tu, I know that it sounds very disappointing. Bila you ada macam niat nak main ke sukan ke, and then you didn't get the opportunity to. Did you ever pernah tak terlintas dalam fikiran satu hari nanti you akan terjebak juga dalam dunia sukan ke, benda tu datang as like a surprise later on? It's like, oh, full circle juga ni.
It's just a surprise because I think if I did not manage to go to UK to further my study, I would not be able to see that women are treated differently in other countries. What you're seeing in the country seems to be very small, and yet actually the whole parameter was different in other countries. How the sports are being played in universities in UK, how they can participate, and this is not about culture anymore. It's not about money or funding. Everybody is just having the choices is for them to choose. They're free to choose whatever they want. Then when I go to UK, I started to take horse riding. Taking my okay, this is very very scary. Shooting classes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, this is going to be very scary. So then I become a president for my shooting club.
Oh wow.
In Kedah. Yes. I was
when you came back?
Yes.
To Malaysia?
Yes.
Wow, style
I'm
je.
a shooter.
Wow.
I'm beginning to see that there's no boundaries for women. I'm beginning to see that, it's just about what you want to do. It's your own choice. And you should not be thinking about whether there's a space for you, whether there's men going to endorse you or not, whether there's legitimacy for you to do it. You just take every opportunity that you can. Yes, I was a president for shooting club in Kedah.
Oh, you're so cool, Dato. Wow. You've lived many lives.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yang sangat menarik ni, I think is apabila like a young girl from a small town goes overseas, and then you ada nampak macam betapa beza ni diorang punya culture dari segi macam mana wanita pun ada peluang yang equal. At least kalau kita nak tengok kepada dunia sukan, right, in sports, right, you had such an equal playing field. This inspired you untuk datang balik ke Malaysia dan untuk wujudkan mungkin sesuatu. But I think there's a very different type of agency yang you ada, Dato', that I would love to ask you about. Because I think for a lot of us, especially anak-anak muda zaman sekarang, benda tu masih ada. Di mana kita macam, oh okay, mungkin I ada impian ni, tapi kita tak rasa macam benda tu tanggungjawab kita untuk mengubah kita punya dunia. And it's clear that daripada a very young age, Dato' ada sifat tu. You felt like, okay, I can be a part of this, and I boleh jadi seorang yang mengubah situation tu. How did you find that in yourself?
I think it's more about when I took law to go to UK. I was supposed to take medicine, but then the government decided not to send any students to UK for medicine. So I decided to change. My aim was going to UK. No matter what, I'm going to UK. It's nothing to do about what subject they want to do or anything.
Yeah.
Because I need to see other parts of the world to do the comparison what we are missing here in Malaysia.
Faham?
So I managed to go to UK, Cardiff, Wales.
Yeah.
I did my degree, and then I further up to do my barrister at law in Lincoln's Inn in London. But all the while, it has to be about learning about opportunity for women, and because of that, I learned about if we want to make any changes, whether about in Malaysia or to the world. It has to be by the policy. It has to be within the system. I was in UK going against the government more, going against Tun Mahathir more. I think going against everything about Malay activities. That I do not believe in identity politics. I believe in it should be an overall politics. But then again, being outside will not change anything. It's so difficult for you to change anything. You have to be within the system to make changes of the law, to make policy changes, to be heard in what you want to make changes. So that I learned when I come back from UK. Rather than being an NGO of not being heard, you rather be the one making the noises within the system.
Yeah.
So I entered into politics.
Dato', you are very brave, Pendirian tu I tak rasa ramai boleh
The thing
relate.
is, I came back to Kedah after finishing everything in bar and everything, I came back to Kedah. I was active in one NGO, for women NGO. It's a women crisis center then in Kedah. Women in crisis would come to us.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if they don't come, we go and search for them. Anyway, it's more about. It's about them, the drug mule. They were carrying. I think during 1990s, there's a lot of drug mule being used. The women being used as drug mule, especially in Kedah.
Wow.
They were caught in the border, Thailand, Kedah, and a lot of them are in jail. So a lot of them are being duped into carrying the drugs on their body. They paste on their bodies and everything, and they were just being left in the prison without understanding what rights they have, what support that the government can give. Though government do give support to them. I mean, in the sense of legal representation and everything.
Yep.
But they don't have support from the peers of the women peers. So I would go to the prison and talk to them in the prison. Some are waiting to be hanged, and that actually give me a lot of thoughts of how women should be taken care of. They should know more about their responsibility and their rights. We cannot live without knowing what are our rights. So until we understand what are our rights, not just in Malaysia, in the world, we would never understand the whole thing about what's happening around us. How to go around about education, how to go around about economy, how to go around anything if you don't understand your rights. Your right to education, your rights to breathe, your rights to sports, your rights. You must understand first before you actually practice that responsibility of whether in election, right? In anything else, you need to understand your rights first. So, but we are far from understanding those rights.
Dato', is there any resource untuk orang dekat luar sana? Rasa macam zaman sekarang dengan kita punya social media, dengan kita ChatGPT dan sebagainya, dia makin banyak peluang untuk orang mencari ilmu tu independently. So contohnya di luar sana, contohnya kalau you tak ada akses untuk belajar ataupun mungkin you tak ada akses untuk a community yang boleh mengajar you benda-benda ni yang kadang-kadang kita belajar kat luar classroom, do you have any tips or advice on where people can go to start taking an active interest in whether it be their rights or whether it be like apa yang betul-betul tengah berlaku kat sekeliling? Like, how did you start finding this passion and what were your first resources untuk belajar pasal your rights and stuff outside maybe of the classroom?
I'm lucky because I'm just being a lawyer. I'm lucky being a lawyer, and I'm lucky enough to have a whole ecosystem of friends who can work with me and understanding what we should be fighting for. But for women, they need to work with any NGO. They need to be active within their own community. They need to participate within the community. Any NGO, any association, they should work because the government agencies, government bodies work with every NGO around. So if you want to get any information, it's from your NGO, your community. But if you're just sitting alone at home, you will never get the information. The TV cannot blast you everything. Some don't even watch TV anymore. The information is just. So you need to be active in NGO. I do not know how to tell people. People just saying, oh, they're so busy. How busy are you just to be in your community? The community will be just giving you about your children, about your I don't know, about husband's activity possibly. You understand or not? I mean, you cannot live without
alone.
networking.
Yeah.
There's no way you should be alone.
Yeah.
You have to be active, and being active will make you a different person.
Yeah.
Whether it's sports, that's why we want to be active in netball or football. I just want them to have friends in sport, and that's community that they should be using. And we pass a lot of information to clubs. Just that so that they know where is a safe space, where is this they are safe to voice their expression, those kind of things, so that they know. The worst part is if they have any violence against them, they have a place to say, to share. Yes. That's why I've been active in NGOs. I got so many NGOs with me because I think we should be the one listening to the women out there.
I think sometimes macam I don't know if you agree with this statement kan Datuk, tapi macam a lot of the challenges that women face adalah kita datang daripada satu tempat di mana macam mungkin societally women are used to or expected to be slightly more submissive or passive and tak biasa dengan ambil like a role that's very active or with agency untuk mencari a ruang untuk bersuara tu. This is a very new 2026 concept lah.
But they can reply anything within the media social. Juga,
yes.
You know what's wrong with
agreed, yeah. Yeah.
Even PIBG school committee, women should be participating. Raise your hand to become one of the 𝙁𝙃𝙄𝙎. Why would you want hide behind? Isn't it? That's the simplest thing. If your children are in that school, you become the members there. Be active there. Help out in the school. There you're networking all over. Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the simplest thing. Then the surau or the church, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Become one of the community. You need to become members of the community.
Yeah.
That's the first step before you start over with other community and leading other community and other NGO.
Yeah.
Women need to step up. They cannot expect people just to get them out. We cannot afford that anymore.
Yes, you're right.
Yes,
Yeah.
step out. Step one feet out. You surely be able to stand good.
This is true, Dato'. I think kadang-kadang the perspective yang mungkin kita terlepas pandang is that like maybe we are all waiting for an invitation, tapi invitation tu kita tunggu sampai bila-bila takkan datang. Takkan datang. Kita yang kena put ourselves out there untuk menerima invitation tu kan. So I do actually agree with what you're saying. I think this is another thing that mungkin wanita hadap, and maybe if you could share some of your own life experience. I think sometimes mungkin para wanita di luar sana rasa very intimidated, especially macam a lot of spaces are male dominated or the leaders are men, and this is slowly changing, yes, and benda dah jadi lebih equal, and we're seeing more and more inspiring female leaders like yourself, Dato', yang bersuara and are super inspiring to women out there. But for you at the very beginning, if we flash back decades now, it was a different time di mana kita tak ada this concept of equality semua ni, macam mungkin kurang daripada apa yang kita ada sekarang. At the very beginning of your career, I know you started in law before moving into politics. Did you ever face like any type of challenges being a woman in generally male dominated spaces?
Every step of the way, it is all male dominated. We need to fight. We need to fight. We need to find the space our own. You cannot expect men to give you. I was in netball. The reason why I was in netball, because netball is for girls, managed by girls, run by the girls. It is that is the World Netball Association has given that statement. It is never allowed for men. So we will never allow men to play. We will never endorse. If the men are playing now, it is not by the world body or the national or even the national body of netball. And because of that, I think it sounds very feminist, but it is very feminist. Yes, I started that way. Yeah. I really want to go into sports that really take care of women, managed by women, and run by women. The president must be women. The whole exco must be women. It is in the statutes. Is it? And we went. I was the vice president for Asia, VP for Netball Asia, and we still endorse that to be in our statute, saying that no, we are not going to allow any men to come in. It's very, but if we do not create that space, they will come in. It's just not about being feminist within netball. No, it's just about they are not making it easy for us at all in their own sports. It's so difficult for us to go and fight in their sports. But this is the only sports in the world that women are managing it for women. you won't find any other association. This is the only sport the Commonwealth has created for women. When they started playing, they're playing it with the big skirts, the gown, remember? And this is a non-contact sport. I started it because it's a non-contact sport. It's just for the girls, and I was lucky enough to be able to make it such a big sport in Malaysia, and it's it's been played by all the girls in schools. It's already a SUKMA game, and I think we have 3 gold medals for 3 SEA Games and 1 silver. I think we have achieved very well. We are now number 18 in the world, which is really good.
It's incredible. Really,
the girls has made us so proud for doing that, and it's time for me to move on. So I went to football. So we need the more challenging field so that I can fight with the men.
It's time. Tapi sebelum kita masuk ke dalam topik of this, right? I do want to ask you kan, Dato, when it comes to netball, which I can see that you're so passionate about, and dengar you cakap kan, Dato, I'm also feeling like, wow, I want to go play some netball. Walaupun bakat tu question mark lagi, tapi tak apa. Because I do feel like it's very, very important untuk wanita ada ruang that belongs to them for agency, so that we can empower 50% of the workforce. Takkanlah kita nak sia-siakan para wanita di luar sana. But from your perspective, sebagai seorang yang bertungkus lumus and you've worked so hard untuk kembangkan this arena of sports, right? Why is it important that women have their own space? And also a question that I tahu selalu akan dilontarkan kepada siapa-siapa yang is pushing for anything women oriented is, why is this actually not disrespectful or not taking away anything from men whatsoever? Because sometimes that's what
are
orang
we
salah
taking
faham.
the space?
Yeah, why are you taking away? Macam kenapa nak kena lawan benda ni when actually it's not that, right?
Yeah, no.
What's your thoughts on
this? It was
this,
never
Dato?
that. I mean, let me go back a little bit to netball.
Yeah.
When we started netball, the girls are playing with the skirt, the short skirts.
Yeah.
They are not allowing any girls with tudung to play, because the word of uniformity. The word uniformity, the understanding is everyone should be in uniform, the same. If there are one wearing skirts, everyone must be wearing skirts. Everyone is, if one wearing tudung, everyone. So obviously, because it's a very multinational, multi-race sports, we cannot have everyone wearing tudung.
Yes.
So we actually went to change it in the World Association for Netball. The understanding of uniformity does not mean that everybody should be wearing the same. It can be, one with tudung, one without tudung, because of the religious matter, because of the culture matter.
Of course.
So I managed to change it. I mean, I'm so proud to say that, we managed to change that, so that
That's
some
awesome.
girls are wearing tudung, some girls not, but they are in the same court, they're playing the same team. So for the first time in SEA Games Singapore, the teams went in wearing the leotard, and not just the skirt. They were saying only skirts are allowed, the overall, the one go overall. So they allowed it in SEA Games Singapore, and that is actually making a lot of changes in the minds of the Malaysian, that it's not a sexy sports anymore. Of course, it's sexist and sexy because wearing skirt, those kind of things.
Yes.
As if when they see the girls playing, they got hyped up. I cannot understand.
No.
The word sexy means.
Yes.
Is it?
Faham.
So
Dato.
the fight is on, and the fight, we managed to go with that, and the acceptance was really good, and everybody was saying, how well it was documented for the girls to be ready with. It's as multi-race, multi-religion sport, and the word uniformity does not mean that everybody should be wearing the same. Yeah, because we have to follow the religion we have to respect the religion of every player.
Of course. And I think macam bila kita fikir dan kita betul-betul mengambil masa, uniformity sebagai sepatah perkataan is the opposite of diversity.
Yes.
And that already is, for our country yang sangat diverse ni.
Yes. And because we have to give the rights of choices to the girls as well. You cannot stop them from playing just because of their religion or their culture. So they should be able to choose the sport, but because of my religion, I need to wear my tudung, so they're in. So it's good, because then we give the choices to the girls.
That's a very huge, powerful thing that you did. Dato,
Yeah, then I
amazing.
left after that.
She said that's my final mic
Yes,
drop.
I managed to do that. I need to go and find other field that I want to fight on.
Tapi maybe actually Dato, like seeing as we're on the topic kan, sorry to cut you off, tapi macam apa yang I perasan ni, these are the silent struggles of para-para atlet wanita yang kadang-kadang kita tak perasan. Di mana macam mungkin atas sebab gender sahaja, apabila seorang wanita main sukan, benda tu dapat desexualizekan dengan cara yang sangat mudah, padahal mereka tengah main sukan saja. So why is it that the audience immediately, that's the thing that they jump to? Oh, skirt maksudnya. So you tak, you're not even taking the point of the sport pun.
Yep. They didn't even look into the
technique,
the powerfulness of the girls playing and everything. Same with football now. They are not understanding why girls need to play football. This is a boys' game. Is it a boys' game? No, it's not. It's as powerful as it's just a choice for the girls to play. What we want to give now in football is, if it's the choices, the girls can choose any sport that they want. If they want to shoot football, the school should allow that. We are not there yet. That's the most disappointed part. We are in 2026 now, and it is still not there. It is so disappointing. So because the girls now wants to play in school, I want to play football because the other boy playing football. Oh no, because the girls are not playing football.
Can I ask Dato, sebagai seorang yang mungkin, I'm still confused here. If we allow girls to play sport, what are people scared of? Orang takut apa sebenarnya? Apa yang akan berlaku?
I have no idea why they're scared of. They say it's a contact sport. It's so prone to injury. But then the boys are playing. Are they not prone to injury as well? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So what we need to introduce is some safe sports measures. I know that they understand how to keep safe within the field. They are walking on the road, also they can get killed. They take bus rides, they take bicycles, all those. But the whole concept of it is the choices. They fail to understand about choice. We want to give choices to the girls. If they want to choose any sport, they should be able to do it. That's what I want to do.
That's awesome, Dato. I have more questions just to main devil's advocate lah buat seketika kan. Because I feel like, I mean, here are some of the things that I think are misconceptions yang orang ada terhadap especially female athletes yang mungkin male athletes tak perlu hadap. Contohnya, if a woman plays sports and becomes a full-time athlete, how is she going to have a family? Right? And I think this is a huge misconception. Tak pernah ada orang tanya seorang atlet lelaki benda tu. Tapi I think, I don't know, what are your thoughts on this?
Let me go back a little bit. I was a wakil rakyat for 20 years.
Yes.
I'm a wife, a mother.
Yeah.
Someone's daughter.
Yes, of
my
course.
parents' daughter. Someone's sisters. You see?
Yeah.
And whenever I go to a PIBG, say I'm going to launch the PIBG meeting, and then I would be saying something about, you should be taking care of your children, the score is important, the academic achievement is important, everything. The next question was, YB tu anak dia dapat result berapa kat dia? Anak dia dah masuk universiti ke belum? Would they ask that to a man wakil rakyat? And then, kalau ada wakil rakyat tu, YB tu pun pakai baju pun tak, YB tu pun gemuk, YB tu, we need to be in a certain way to become a wakil rakyat.
Yeah.
But men, it doesn't matter. They go back, the wife will be taking off the children, the wife will taking off, right?
Yeah.
So we are the one always facing these questions. You see, it's very difficult. We need to be perfect tenfold than another man wakil rakyat. Tenfold. Our tudung must be nice. Our colour of baju is nice. Everything should be perfect. You come back, so you have to cook for your children as well. People expect those from a women. Assemblyman or assemblywoman. People expect that, and it's so difficult. It's so tiring because, we should be getting the support. Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Like that's a really ridiculous amount of pressure untuk meletakkan dekat bahu seseorang.
I got up every morning when I was a working rakyat, like 4:30 in the morning. I prepare breakfast for my children, for them to go to school, even the meals for them, and then start doing all my homework for my work when I was an exco. I was 2 terms exco, 2 terms ordinary working rakyat. Doing all the paperwork and everything, all the signing of the documents and everything, because we just go to office usually 3 hours and then start attending. Then the children go to school, and then we have to start early because we need to be. We are. I think we are not like we all want to be perfect, but we know that people are expecting more from us. We need to know the subject matter very, very well. So we must understand other women, assemblymen or assemblywomen, the ministers. The expectation is very high. We are expecting them to be perfecto, right? So that's how it is. It is very difficult, and the result come out. Even if you are the exco, you still have to go to the school, and if not, the teachers would say, "Apa ni wakil rakyat? They don't even bother about the children." So you have to go on your own. I'm sure the men wakil rakyat don't even have to go for the children's new report card. Wasn't it? I have to give pressure to my children. Your result must be good because, Umi would be very affected by the result, okay?
Yeah.
So they are much pressured. My son, up until few years, didn't even say that I'm a wakil rakyat. He refused to say it because he thinks it's very pressured for him. So, I think we are yet to be able to accept them as it is. The challenges are totally the challenges are very real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for being brave enough to do it. Sebab saya rasa, because it's I mean, the alternative always exists. Have you ever been at a point in your career bila macam mungkin Datuk rasa macam this is a lot, and then you're sacrificing so much, taking on so much pressure, and mungkin your voice also, it can only be amplified to a certain level bandingkan dengan your peers, and mungkin just because of your gender juga, Dato. Have you ever faced that?
I will never regret it because I know when I'm there, I make up the 30% decision making. I know when I'm there, every decision that the government made, I will say, what's it for women? What is it for women? I'm always there questioning about what do women get out of it. You get what I mean? If I'm not there, the decision was never bother about any women rights, any woman option and their equity. Like now, I'm questioning the government policy. Every funding, would they think about equitable rights for women or not? Okay, if example for FAM, they give 1 million for FAM. I would say, how much do women get from out of 1 million? The equitable rights of any women in every sport should be counted, isn't it? You spend, say, 20 billion. What rights of women get from that 20 billion? Is it they should be equitable, right? There should be equitable accountability of how many women associations actually getting out of it also. So that is the reason why we need women in the parliament so that they can question that. That is why we need to support every women candidate. Despite politics, I have to tell you, it's so difficult to put up candidate for women. But once any party put a women candidate, every woman should actually support it because they are making decisions for you, for the women. The men would never think about the women. They would never. They don't really care. Like now, we are fighting for. YB Hana is so good when she was a minister, women minister. She was the best sports minister after Dato Suraya Zalina. She thought about the stadium should be for women as well. The changing room should be for women. Isn't it? How can you ask the girls to change their baju in the car? they have to have proper changing room. So any facilities that you build, you must have proper changing room for each teams, so that they must be treated like any other players. They should take shower after their game. They should take their ice bath after the game. Properly dressed, come out properly. Those are things that we want to change. Every facility, we should be able to talk about menstrual for any of the girls. The girls would, we in football would be talking about it. We would check where the girls are, when is their menstrual starting, when they are going to stop. Because those are very important when they play. And everyone should understand this problem as well. This is not a problem, but an understanding of it is very important. That's why it's so important to have women thinking about the women's problems. Right? Whenever, do you think about it? When you see the girls playing in the field? When they play basketball? No. Is it on their menstrual day? Is it not on menstrual day?
Normally,
how the coach would think? You would never think. But those are things that we need to think. Do you know that there are girls who are so ashamed about their menstrual times, cycles, whether they are going to be chosen or not to be in the field? Do you know that certain countries avoided totally talking about the menstrual cycle? We have to face it. I was facing it when I was younger. Yeah, but these are things, certain coaches do not even want to talk about it. But these are the challenges of our athletes, our women athletes.
Dan kalau dia disenyap-senyapkan ataupun tak ada seorang yang berani untuk membawakan benda ni dan normalisasikan sesuatu yang memang normal pun, this is a biological process, bukan kita pilih.
This is a biological process.
Yeah.
Kenapa kita tak nak sebut? Kenapa it's so shameful to talk about it?
Yeah.
Kan?
Interesting. I think there's also a really interesting catch-22 dekat sini kan, Datuk, di mana macam mungkin orang selalu akan mengata macam, okay, kalau kita nak bandingkan the most popular example of all time lah, football lah untuk Malaysia lah kan. Football lelaki memang dapat menarik perhatian ramai di luar sana as a fan untuk datang, untuk menyokong, dan benda tu memulakan satu ekonomi di sekeliling football di Malaysia. Dan bandingkan dengan football lelaki yang agak advance, kalau kita tengok football untuk para wanita pula, industri tu ataupun ekonomi yang dia dapat generate tu lagi kecil. Jadi orang akan argue, okay, pelaburan tu sepatutnya mengikut ratio ini lagi besar, dapat menarik perhatian lagi ramai, jadi pelaburan dekat sini sepatutnya lagi besar. Bandingkan dengan ini lagi kecil, jadi kita ikut ratio tu. So that's one argument. The other argument is, kalau kita tak invest ke dalam kita punya para atlet wanita, macam mana diorang nak berkembang untuk melawan, bukan melawan, tapi untuk bertanding secara bertaraf dengan pasukan lelaki. So that starts with an investment, with education, with opening the doors. What's your thought on this, Dato?
Because Malaysian culture is about you give result, we give you money. We're not just talking about our ministry. It's just not. It's just the same thing with everyone you talk. You give result, baru kita bagi funding. Itu yang membezakan Baby Hana sebelum ini dengan kita. Dia tak tunggu pun result. We were what, number 112, but she managed to help us out to put up the best league in the country. The league itself, kalau kita nak banding dengan other country, we don't even have, only Thailand has a league like us, as good. But the league is only 8 teams, but we played it for 56 matches home and away. And she gave us funding. And kalau you tak bagi, how can the girls play for almost 6 months, 5 months, 56 weeks 50 weeks weekend lebih kurang tu 56 matches lah. Kalau you tak bagi, how can they play so many games
untuk improve? Sebab setiap kali dia main,
untuk latihan, because we can never call them in to play. And these 8 teams can play, and it's included our national players as well. And then we managed to put up the import player in each team, so they have the competitiveness. And because of that, we managed to go to international matches. FAM has been so wonderful with us, giving us 31 international matches that we played 2025. So we managed to go towards now 91 in the world.
Which is incredible. We cracked the top 100.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's only a year, 6 months. We managed to go up 11.
Yeah.
11
So,
up. I mean,
yeah.
is anybody talking about it at all?
Yeah.
Nobody is talking about it. We are 91 in the world. It, of course, better than the men. Much better than the men, isn't it? I mean, yeah. And they're spending so much lesser than the men.
Yeah.
Give us just the belief, the trust, the platform. And we get it done. I believe if they continue to trust and believe in the girls, we will go further up. Any other country are looking for Malaysia. They think that this is the best achievement ever they've seen in Asia countries. They've never seen it. Because of that, I got appointed to become in the FIFA committee. I mean, I am proud because FAM acknowledged my work, and Wabi Hana also acknowledged the work that we have done. So going up 11 has been a wonderful year for me for 2025.
Yeah. Would you say that's one of the biggest challenges in your role, Dato'? Macam convincing orang untuk bagi a chance.
Yeah. I have the ability to speak out and meeting a lot of good people as well.
Yeah.
I am very glad that I have people listening to me. And one thing also, I've never faltered on talking about it over and over again with anyone that I met. I don't really care who, whether it's a royalty or anything. I would be saying about women football, and they will just blank women football. They don't ever see. I mean, it's been good that people start to listening, and it's good also that people are talking. I just hope that the players are more talking about it. A lot of players here in Malaysia are not willing also to talk about it much because they think that it's just their hobby. It's just that it's not good enough to speak about it as a career. That's a challenge for us to convince them to speak more, and giving their hope on the line of football more, so that people can give more sponsors, more confidence in the brand of women football.
I do want to ask Dato', right? Because I think macam kita nampak macam perbezaan yang sangat laju dalam dunia sukan, especially for para wanita di luar sana kan. We've seen this growth be so exponential because when you look at macam mungkin athletes from previous decades tak dapat peluang untuk jadi a full-time athlete untuk mencari rezeki ataupun to I don't know, memuaskan our culture, or for whatever reason they were athletes as a part-time thing, and then pada masa sama diorang bekerja sama ada di ISN ataupun mungkin diorang bekerja in a more corporate role or whatever, just to create a lifestyle that is sustainable untuk mereka. And now we're moving into a time where we see people who it is possible now to be a full-time female athlete, to focus and bagi the precedence and the respect to sports, and to also be able to have a life and sustain your life, right?
Yeah.
It's possible now. And do you think that this is something that's becoming increasingly possible to a point where orang di luar sana mungkin tak payah risau dah sama ada kalau diorang ada passion terhadap sport, and then diorang masuk sport, macam mana dengan my future? Macam mana I akan monetize? How am I going to even survive as a full-time athlete in a smaller country? Do you think this is changing?
It's changing, but not yet in women football. What we want to introduce is not about being able to work fully in, though we are moving towards professional.
Yes.
But we are still amateur, semi-professional that we call it.
Yeah.
But what we want to introduce is the pathway.
Right.
The pathway that, you can play in school, you can go into universities, then you can go into clubs. While university, you can also work or play with the clubs. The pathway is important because we want them to further their study beyond SPM. They need to go into universities. They need to go to get their diploma. That's the difference with the men, the boys. So they started being recruited during their Form 5. Then they go into club, and they don't have to go into their education anymore. They don't further education. But for the girls, we encourage them to go into universities. So they are all over universities now. So that they have something to for, and the parents are very happy. You go into university, you are national player, you can go university almost free. We put them into green lane going in, and they can work, they can study while they're playing for national or their clubs. They can earn while they're in universities already. They earn their money because they're getting money from the clubs. So we enable all this, but the ecosystem is not complete yet until we can have them playing in school, because we want them to be able. We want them. I do not want, or I do not want to pick up the access from other sports to play football. I want them to play football from the beginning, so that they are the natural football player when they're in school.
Understand?
You understand?
Yeah.
And then, meaning, even if when they're playing in school, we should be able to have the league in school, the league in the primary school, the league in secondary school, then the others. Currently, FAM is doing only 2 leagues. One is the under 15, the Putri League. So the O's are under 15. Another one is the Liga Wanita Nasional, which is included everyone else. But this year we have 3 leagues. This under 15, the under 19, the one in university, and also the Liga Wanita Nasional. So we are trying to bridge the whole gap of girls playing. So we hope we can have more girls playing because we have competition.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what it requires.
You cannot play football without competition. Then you will never find the best ones out. And you cannot expect the girls just to play and practice without having competition. Then they would not know where they are. Right? So the challenges is still there.
Yes.
Having more people to understand that, you. And I believe if they start playing football, other sports can take them up also with because the skill is there already. Their eyes, their balance, their running will be there. So we do not want to have all the small ones playing football now, because it's a balance from other sports. You want to get them big, tall, the big ones to start playing football as well. Like netball. If they want to start playing netball now, they have to be 1.6 and above when they are standard 5.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Currently, they are 1.8 plus, 1.85, 1.87.
Very tall.
Very tall. The lankiest ones are there. But if you have football, 1.8, 1.9, wow, will be different.
Yeah, betul. Because it's a physical advantage, kan?
Yes, but things are changing because of our food intake are different.
Yeah.
The one we are taking protein more when you're younger rather than.
Sebab kita dah aware dah what is that, what is this for.
Protein, because dulu nak makan telur pun susah.
Yeah.
Nowadays people are taking chicken all the time.
Yeah.
So chicken, eggs are all very important. So now they're bigger, they're taller, hand are longer. We think what we saw is just a simple thing about girls playing, any other sport. But those are very important. We want to cite all these: the longer hands, the longer legs, the taller one. Every aspect need to be calculated before we actually start choosing them for any other sports.
More of a business question, I suppose, Dato. What is how far or how important is the role of macam mungkin marketing dalam sports untuk menaikkan interest sama ada in the fans or in parents di luar sana untuk enroll anak-anak mereka dalam football for little girls? How important is the marketing of it?
So important, which we are still lacking. If you see World Cup, Women World Cup, how it was so amazing.
Yeah.
FIFA has done so well to promote Women World Cup. Last 3 years was in Sydney, right? Was the profit that FIFA got more than the Men World Cup.
Yeah.
Which is so amazing. And the people in Australia don't even talk about it's women match that they're watching. It's the match, the football match that we're watching.
Match, yeah.
The gender has been omitted because how great the game was.
Wow.
The problem with Malaysia, they don't even go and watch. If they go and watch, they would know how we have done it. How we have improved along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, if those who went for the final game would see how different the girls are playing now compared to 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
So the marketing is important, visibility is very important, but again, it's about money. It's about calculating about how many people are watching it. Last year, when 2024, our streaming for our LWN was only 185,000. By 2025, the streaming was 580,000. We went up. So the numbers we're trying to sell now to sponsors, so that sponsor see how the visibility is getting more, and we hope. But then you see, we hope FIFA would not do anything to us and everything, so that we can continue with the support.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, support.
Marketing wise is because of visibility alone. So, and media social, people are talking bad in media social. A lot of the girls are very scared about media social because everybody is not. They just say what they want, and a lot of them are probably from Indonesia, probably from any other countries, trying to demoralize the girls as well. So those are, they don't have the space, the safe space in media social as well, which we need to guarantee them. It's a safe space for the girls also, that they can go in without being harassed. They are being harassed online.
I think it's a lack of patience juga kan, Dato?
Lack of?
Patience
Yeah.
to our own team that is burgeoning, right? Kita ada expectation of, bila kita nak tengok pemain Malaysia, kita expect level dia dekat sini. Tapi biasanya kita tak nampak behind the scenes how exponential the growth has been. Kita start dekat mana.
They
kita
don't even watch the game. They just watch the result. That's the point. That's the point. If they watch the game, they see how the goal has been put up, how the defense has been there. It will be different. Because media social is about that time space. They see the result and that's the comment. You see, it's very. I would want to tell my girls, don't ever look into your phone. Don't before the game. Don't put into anything on media social. But how far can we say that? It's free, isn't it? It's their freedom to do it. But the people should understand it has to be a safe space for any athletes, not just about the women, even for the men. It should be a safe space for them. They're playing for the country. They're playing for the love of the sport. I hope people taking care of communication in the country would be more help into this. Yes, because it's very very sad to see this, that they are not in the safe space. You should start reading those comments. It's really bad. It's really disheartening.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dato, I think this is true for every sudut of anything. Like unfortunately, Malaysia is ranked pretty high on the list of countries of cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is a very embarrassing fact about our country, kan?
Very bad.
And it's a tough thing, I think, dalam semua sudut of our industry, especially as somebody yang bekerja dalam entertainment, because this is something that we cannot control it. Because there is no facility online, sama ada local ataupun international, di mana kita boleh silence orang lain. So it's either I don't know. I don't have an answer.
We need to have more empathy for our readers, our users.
Actually, yes.
More empathy from our users. If it's other country, if Indonesia or other countries coming in and doing all those stupid comment, our Malaysians should come in and support, because this is about Malaysian. I mean, we should be very nationalistic and about it.
Yes,
as well.
Yes,
No,
I do agree.
If it's about sport,
if
it's about politics, it's a different matter. But if it's about sport, because it's not easy to become any national athlete. You must understand how much sacrifice the parents do, how much sacrifice the players has to undertake. How many hours, long days and weeks that they have to be away from their parents, away from. I mean, it's difficult traveling. People, seronok lah jalan-jalan. They don't understand how difficult they have to sleep in the airport. The flight is at They finish the game, coming back from SEA Game. They finish the game around 8. They come back to the hotel around, say, 10 after dinner and everything. We have to go out around 2 o'clock to go to the airport. Would people know about how difficult for us? 2 o'clock on the bus. They just finished a game, The game, 1 hour, 90 minutes match. Very tired, take a shower, come back, pack, and then 2 o'clock, take a bus, ride, and then wait at the airport. Come back here, take another bus, going to their universities and everything. We don't pay enough for those kind of things. But to get all the nasty words, it's not real. It's not something that you should do to another human being.
Yeah, I do agree with that too, Dato. Can I ask though, a question, right? We clearly, right, are putting in just as much effort. If not, kadang-kadang, when you come from a bit more of a harder place or a less developed infrastructure, we put in more effort because we don't have it so easy here.
Yeah.
So kita punya atlet wanita mungkin berjuang lebih kuat dan lebih keras daripada negara-negara yang lagi maju because we don't have a fully set up infrastructure or we are still building it.
Yeah.
Right? So with the amount of effort that we put in, kita tak boleh nak salahkan. It's not an effort problem, clearly.
Yeah.
So what is something that needs to be improved immediately ataupun the best way untuk our athletes to improve? Because if it's not effort, then what is it? Time?
No. Actually, I remember a team from UK, England, facing Olympic. UK Olympic, England Olympic, I can't remember. The bicycle team, they were number 3 in all teams. In all the overall bicycle team in UK, England bicycle team. So they were asked, how do you want to improve to go to number 1, to get to get the gold for the Olympic. And when they did the check, what should they do to improve? It cannot be just one thing. It has to be everything. But you have to improve just 20%, 20%. Then you can get everything up. You understand? Even if the effort is there, we need to increase another 20%. If the effort is about is about facilities, you need to increase the 20% in facilities. You need to have everything increased together. Then it can be improved as our performance. You cannot expect just, we want to build another stadium. That will be enough for a team. No, it has to be everything. We have to have increased our coaches' understanding. We have to have our management good, our funding, our sponsors, our marketing, our visibility. Everything need to be bucked up before we have
a general improvement.
Yes. I always remember that the bicycle team of England, that's the best way. And they show the helmet. They improve the helmet because, the helmet that they have, the long helmet, the England introduced it. Actually, they improved the helmet by 20%. They improved the one that they're wearing, the ultra, something that they call it, only by 10%. The bike, because the bike is very expensive, they improve on the tires, 2 tires, how 10%. Those actually accounted for them they actually got the goal. Just by 10%, 20%. It's very important. But we need to do the audit. And another thing is, what is important is the science. We need to do science intervention. We really need to do science intervention. We cannot just have our body alone and our training. The science intervention, because we need to understand our body well. We need to have the food intake well. We must understand about the vitamin, what we need to be done. All those need to be catered for. Because currently they can run 90 minutes, but they cannot push up very fast. They stop. After they stop, they cannot push their body. We're talking about the women athletes, women footballers. They don't have the ability to push up as fast as what we want them to do. So we need to have the science intervention. What is the science intervention? Certain things need to be done. So we need to have more science papers, PhD papers doing it, so that we can understand more about the women body. Right.
This is a global issue in general in terms of like
No,
research
for Asian
into-
people.
Also juga, tapi I think there's
Because
always,
of our food.
Yeah, a lack of research, adequate research terhadap badan-badan wanita bandingkan, especially with
You're right.
male bodies.
At least you know about it.
No, of course. The difference in terms of papers and studies executed for women and men bodies. There's so much about a female body that kita masih tak faham.
Australia had done it, so they shared with us for netball.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, we went to Perth, we went to Melbourne. Actually, we have for netball because netball is a different science totally. It's about jumping. So now, I hope you can go to Netball Super League. And Netball Super League will start in April. Netball Super League is the league for netball.
That's awesome.
Yes, it's totally awesome. So it's all airborne now. It's not on the ground anymore. If you see the girls playing when they get the gold medal and the one Asia number 1, they are number 1 Asia now, team. They actually all played airborne. The way they went up is unbelievable. Those are intervention by some science finding.
It's really inspiring to hear the growth. And I think that honestly, bila kita nak memperkembangkan apa-apa yang agak muda, it's always going to be a challenge, but also very, very rewarding apabila kita nampak any progress. My question to you maybe is a bit more personal lah, Dato'. Like, in this field that is so challenging, and it is challenging, and dia banyak responsibility, I think, di atas your shoulders actually, Dato', untuk memperkembangkan sesuatu yang there is conflict everywhere you look in terms of you have to convince this and then you have to convince this and then what is it yang membuatkan Dato' rasa you tetap nak berjuang for female athletes? Is it the fact that you really believe in their potential? Like what is the main driving factor for you?
I don't know, that we can achieve it. I totally believe the first Olympic gold medal will come from a woman athlete. Does not matter any sport, but it will come from a woman athlete. I totally believe that from 10 years ago, but nobody ever bothered about me. They should be spending more money on women sports. They should be giving more for women athletes because those are the one for the gold medal in Olympic. Why I'm doing it? It's about opportunity for women. We've seen women with good academic achievement. We've seen women in good positioning in GLCs, in all the corporate world. What else can women achieve? We have to combine the sports abilities with this, with the ability to do academic well. There are people who can achieve very well in academic, but there are people with good in sports. But if we combine them, they're going to be the best of people running the country as well. So I know it's achievable. It's just that we need to make a lot of more noises. I need you to help me to make noises.
Of course. I'm always happy to make noise for women.
Yes. Yeah. We can achieve it. We make noises for the women.
Yeah.
And we don't really mind any women, but we do it for all the women in Malaysia. They're half of the population in Malaysia anyway.
Yeah. It's very important that they have their space too.
Yes, they have to have their safe space and a space for them to do the expression as well.
Yeah. We're almost at the end, Dato', but can I ask you, I don't know if this is a controversial question in 2026, but can I ask it to you? And then if you don't feel comfortable answering, it's fine. Would you consider yourself a feminist?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because I think that...
my husband would say, perempuan gila kuas. I asked him to come to, the Perhimpunan Agama UMNO that you just had.
Yes.
And then there's a women, the Putri wing. And I asked him, come over. I can always have someone greet you. It's enough for me to have one woman gila kuasa at home, and you want me to go to one building full of them. Another space. I think, okay, thank you. And she would say,
oh, that's cute.
No, I think not feminist per se, but I always protect women. I always say something for women. Nobody would able to stop me from saying things about women.
That's great.
Nobody. I've been into many meetings, top tier meeting or lower tier meeting. I would always say it for women. I never. No, I don't call myself feminist, but I do want to protect them and have them in my safe space.
I think we're almost at the end kan Dato'. Tapi this is again a really bit of a difficult question for you. Tapi I agree with you in terms of women need to be protected and everything. Tapi I also think that there is a case to be made for men joining in this conversation.
Oh yes,
and standing up for women.
I am good in FAM because I've made ally with the men.
Yeah.
You can never work alone. Like I said, you can never work alone. You have to have men to become your ally.
Yeah.
And the biggest ally to me is my husband.
Yeah.
So I make him run the Liga Wanita Nasional. I make him run.
He's so supportive.
If not, you cannot do everything on your own. You need to trust.
Yes.
You need to delegate.
Yes.
So there are people with me, the good teams.
Yeah.
You need to convince them. You need to have a good support system to do this. Even in my netball, we are having a team in Netball Super League. The 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 Sunshine. Yay, 𝙀𝙀𝙄𝙎 Sunshine.
Yeah. It's a nice name. Yeah.
So we're going in. We need to have allies. So the men needs to come in so that we have the support system together.
So, as somebody who is very successful at convincing men to support women, I wanted to ask your advice about, I tahu macam every time this type of thing comes into play, there's always going to be a comment of how like this is men versus women or women versus men, which is not the point.
No.
Missing the point, guys. It's not about that. Dia pasal kita semua patut ada peluang sama rata. And ultimately, that's what it is. Untuk give women agency, untuk diorang nak jadi setaraf. Bukan bertanding ataupun bersaing ataupun siapa lagi penting dalam dunia. Itu tak logik, itu tak masuk akal.
You're so right.
Yeah, from my understanding, and I think it's so important that men stand behind this too. Sebab benda ni last lama-kelamaan akan benefit men too, because it's 50% of a workforce that you are an active part of.
They have their daughters.
Yeah, you have moms. Everybody came from a mom.
Yes. So that's why I'm happy now to see that the parents are supporting their daughters to be in the field.
Yes.
They are calling me to go into the tryouts, the clubs and everything, because the fathers are supporting as well.
That's awesome.
It's so awesome. The younger generation of men are so different than like my father, like my brothers. I think it's so different.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see these changes, but we need to see them to be talking about it as well. Not just supporting, but talking about it. Talking is giving a lot of confidence, a lot of trust into women capability.
Yeah. Thank you for your work, Dato'. I think you've probably faced a lot of challenges along the way. What would you say the biggest challenge you faced is so far in your career?
Every day is a challenge. Every day is a day that you need to face. Nothing is bigger than any other. It's just every day is a challenge. I take it as a normal day. Nothing is big enough for me not to rule.
Yeah. And how do you overcome it? Like, do you ever feel burnt out, tired, putus asa? What's the thing that keeps you going? You're like, oh, penatnya hari ni. Tapi, and because that it's worth it.
Every day is you look back and you know that you can do it. And you know you have a support system of the friends.
Yeah.
Having a night out is good also, that you can laugh about it. You can laugh about the challenges that you face, and there's always a solution within the group that they can. I think I'm so blessed to have so many friends, so many supporting teams with me, listening and contributing to give some ways out of the challenges, and it's good.
And that's probably why you have so much energy to empower other people juga.
Yes,
which is great.
I just want to have all women to know that they should use their body to get the energy up. It's never an age that you say, or you're too old to do sports. You know, you should go out and do the walking, do the running.
Yeah.
Make use of your body. Then you know that you are very strong.
Yeah.
To conquer everything.
True. Very true.
That is true.
Okay. So the final question before we move into rapid fire, what's next for you, Dato? Like, what's the current plan? 2026, new year?
It should be very challenging for women football this year because of the whole thing that we're happening in FAM, and also challenging also that we have a new minister of sports. But this year we're gonna have AFC Women, Asia Women. The final will be in Sydney as well. It's challenging. I think it's going to be challenging to the sports itself, the politics, and everything else. It's going to be very fast here for all of us. Very challenging. Being fast is very important.
Yeah.
Do you know it's very fast now?
Yeah,
Time
everything is
runs,
changing.
yes. So I think 2026 will be even faster.
Yeah.
You need to hype
ready.
up and get ready.
Get ready.
Yes.
Tapi at least the good news is it's new year tapi same support system. So kalau ada challenges,
yes.
boleh overcome juga.
Yeah, I'm going to face another new things this year. All about digital and about AI and everything, which is not really my forte, but I'm looking forward to do it. Digitalizing a lot of things.
Which is great. So hopefully that makes everything faster.
Yeah, because I'm
kan?
too old to do it. But of course,
There's
I'm going
no
to take
such
up the
thing.
challenge.
Yes, you can do it. You can do it, Dato.
Yeah, well, we start shooting people.
That is so cool, by the way. That's a really cool side activity. Wow.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I used to own a gun anyway.
My God. That is,
But
wow.
then it was very scary for my husband.
He seems like a very supportive guy though. So that's very, very sweet. Okay, before we finish that, we do have a rapid fire.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This one is like a target and then you kena jawab as if it's like a shot. Really fast and really direct. Okay, are you ready? What is your favorite sport?
Netball.
Okay. What is more important? A player's attitude or a player's skill?
Attitude.
Oh, okay. Do you prefer alone time or being around people, community?
Alone time.
Okay. Are you more of a planner or go with the flow kind of person?
A planner.
Okay. Take a risk or play it safe?
Take a risk.
Ooh, interesting answers. Okay. And finally, satu nasihat ataupun quote that you live by and who taught it to you or told you about it?
Oh, so I
Yeah, this one suddenly jadi deep kan. Ni dah tak rapid
So
sangat.
deep.
Ni boleh mengambil masa Dato. What is one life advice or quote that you live by and who taught it to you?
Oh, I can't even remember one at the moment.
I put you a little bit on the spot
Yes.
Dato. It's okay, we can take our time ni. Nanti kita potong the gap.
I do not know what to say.
It could be anything, even if it's more general. It's also fine Dato, about like it's never too late or women need to stop. I don't know, whatever it may be, something from your life experience.
I mean, to be honest with you, my favorite books would be autobiography.
Really?
I only read autobiography. I stopped reading all this Nancy Drew long time ago.
Yeah?
I started with all this Nancy Drew and all this drama or the romance and to be honest. Then I went into autobiography because I think learning from these great women, especially, are so good for you that you kind of like learn the challenges and how they actually cope with the challenges. And if I do not have any one person that I follow, but I follow every woman that has been successful, that has been or have written autobiography at least. So
That's
I read
really awesome.
a lot of them. Yeah.
Could you give us like, okay, if we had to read one autobiography from a powerful woman, which one should we read?
Oh, I think Michelle Obama is good.
Oh, she's got good autobiography.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
we start there maybe. Thank you so much, Dato,
Yeah.
for your time. Terima kasih meluangkan masa bersama kami.
Thank you.
I hope you had a good time. We definitely did. I think your passion is something yang betul-betul berjangkit, Dato'. Mungkin lepas ni I kena pergi sign up for netball ke apa ke.
Contagious enough.
Very contagious, very contagious. Dan kami harap anda juga terinspirasi dengan episod kita minggu ini. We hope you guys had fun and enjoyed the episode. Jangan ke mana-mana.
Yeah, follow the James Bond girl.
We'll see you guys next week, same time, same place, and hopefully you guys boleh pergi sign up lah for netball or football or something.
Yes.
Bye guys.
Bye.